Hi and welcome to St. John's Today. My name's Elise Cruz and I'll be your host for today, and I'm joined by our special guest, Ashley Roberts. Hi. Ashley, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Ashley?
Sure. I'm a junior here at St. John's. I'm a communications major. I'm involved in Caribbean Students Association, and I'm an RA on campus in De Silva Hall.
Oh, wow. An RA, that sounds interesting. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, RA specifically stands for Resident Assistant, and we're those first people that residents see when they move into the Res Village. We're those resources for them if they ever need anything, if they want to find things on campus, we're the person to go to.
Oh, wow. So that sounds like a big job. Are there any specific benefits that you can think of to the student experience?
Definitely. For the students, it's definitely great to live on campus as opposed to off or commuting, I would say, because the whole on-campus experience is definitely different. There's more of a connection as where if you commute or if you live off campus, there's more of a disconnect. When you're on campus, you get to know more about events, you get to interact with more people and things like that, where I feel off campus you don't as much.
Right. So do you think that an RA is important to shaping that, specifically not just life outside of the dorms, but specifically in living on campus?
Definitely, I would say RAs play a key role in shaping communities within the buildings. I know I have freshmen in my building, for example, and a lot of them, this whole college experience is very, very new to them. They've never lived with 8 people they don't know. They've never been outside of their country before, because we do have a lot of internationals as well. And our role is to really build that community and get them to come out of their rooms, meet a few new people, and actually enjoy their time here.
Wow. What if you're an upperclassman? Do you think that living on campus and a resident assistant can play a role in shaping that experience?
Definitely an upperclassman can get benefits from living on campus as well. I say that RAs have that role, if they're upperclassmen RAs, they have that role in catering their community to the upperclassmen. For example, where freshman RAs would do more community building and fun events for them, upperclassmen RAs would do things like resume builders and professional development to help them to better themselves for when they go off campus and do their jobs and things like that.
Hi, my name is Marlenis Castillo, and I'm standing in Residence Village, excited to hear what people have to say about living on campus.
I think without, my getting involved with the Division of Student Affairs as an undergraduate, I think had I not done that, my overall St. John's experience would have been a lot different. Like I said before, I was an orientation leader when I was an undergrad, and I'm currently still working with the program as a graduate student. So had I not gotten involved with the division, I definitely think my experience would have been a lot different. And I think that even though that's my personal experience, I think that I can speak for every student who encounters the division in some capacity when I say that.
I think as a journalism major, I can definitely get involved in the more journalistic activities, like the Torch. I do write for the Torch really often.
I used to go home almost when all my classes were all finished, but now I tend to stay more on campus, but I still feel like the experience is different because I don't dorm.
I think there's a lot of opportunities for commuter students. I personally like to go to the commuter cafe, which is really great. They'll have bagels and lots of treats and coffee, which I'm a coffee fanatic, so I'm all about that life. Which is a really great opportunity to meet other commuter students and also find out what events are on campus, what's happening, both for student organizations or just events that the university is putting on. So it's a really great opportunity to kind of sort of get a little club card, see what events are happening, and kind of stay informed and stay in tune with what's happening on campus.
My experience would definitely have been different. I know a lot of my friends on campus live here, and they're definitely like involved with, you know, like lots of campus activities and organizations, but I think living on campus definitely makes it easier.
My experience living on and off campus, the first time I lived here, like I was an international student, so when I moved here, it was good to know that I was safe and out of harm's way. But then I kind of felt like too restricted. Like I always had to have my ID around me. I couldn't live without it. I was cool with public safety, but I just had like that. I can't do much. I can't bring friends or even family around.
It's really great to sort of just jump in and get involved. I know it's difficult for a commuter student because sometimes you feel like you're sort of traveling, whether you're coming from Brooklyn, the Bronx, or the city, or here in Queens, and it's very difficult to sort of come to your classes and sort of stick around and get involved.
Yeah. Being a commuter and finding out about the activities here in school, it is kind of hard, and sometimes it kind of gets you lazy, because when I used to live on campus, like there would be house activities, sports, like it was very family oriented. But now that I lived off, I've really been on my own, and I just get emails from St. John's what to do, what's going on, and it kind of does feel a little spaced out now, so I kind of do miss that.
New student orientation for me, once again, I think that really helps set the tone for incoming students, and it like really helps get you excited about, you know, beginning your first year at the university, and being able to work with new student orientation. Also for me, I got a lot of professional development, a lot of personal development, and those are things that I'm going to take into the real world when I graduate in May.
I've been to the breakfasts where I have obtained bagels, and they were delicious. But apart from that, just random events whenever they occur, if I see them and I happen to walk by. Absolutely, and that is talk to people, talk to everybody. Everybody has something to teach you, and you could just learn a lot and have fun at the same time. So just hang around, because most people are here.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's not bad to live on campus, but if you really want to try something new, I would suggest you try it.
And the easiest advice or the simplest advice I would give is just talk to people, talk to other students that live on campus, or people who are part of organizations, and ask them, hey, what's happening this week? What's happening next week? Is there any fun events to get involved in, or is there any organizations that I could jump into? And I feel like having that dialogue with someone and just talking with other students will help you to just know what's happening on campus and how you can jump in and how you can get involved.
So obviously there's a lot of benefit for resident students, but what about for you personally, taking on this position as a RA? How will that benefit and affect you?
There are so many benefits to being an RA. You learn so much people skills. You're interacting with parents, with grandparents, with little children, with residents, with central staff. You're interacting with so many people, and you learn so much people and communication skills. You even learn like office skills too, like there's paperwork involved, answering phones like, hello, Ari on duty, things like that. So there's definitely a lot of things that I will carry from my RA experience, like when I get jobs and things like that, definitely.
Great. What's your favorite part of being an RA?
My staff, definitely. These past 2 years, I've met such great individuals that are they're just so passionate about what they're doing. They're so there for the students, you know what I'm saying? They love what they do, they love the kids, and they just always want to be there. And that's definitely an important thing. You have to want to be there, you have to want to do this.
So if someone wants to learn more about residence life in general, where can they look?
We have a tab on the St. John's website, and it's under residence life.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well, Ashley, it looks like we're coming down to our final moments, but do you have any words of wisdom you could pass on to students coming into St. John's, considering living here?
Definitely to take advantage of every single resource that St. John's has to offer. St. John's offers a lot of things that even I'm a junior right now, and even I'm just finding out about some of the stuff that St. John's provides. So definitely take advantage, and take advantage early.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Ashley. It was great to have you here. And for everyone tuning in, thanks for watching St. John's Today. I'm your host, Elise Cruz, and we'll see you next time.